than what you have become. Remember who you are. Remember.
What's up? Welcome to Mouse Series of Magic. I'm James.
I'm Chase.
Dude, how you doing?
I'm trying to not freeze to death.
Are you cold?
My hands are cold right now. I just ate some ice cream though, so that's why.
Wait a minute. It's like cold outside and you're eating ice
That's
cream.
the perfect. That's whenever I always want ice cream when it's cold outside. I don't know why.
But nobody
Oh,
does that.
Yeah, baby. Jordan in the house.
I bet Jordan loves the background today. Rocking the spaceship Earth background. So what's up, Jordan? Hey, Elizabeth. Disney Worlders joining in. Elizabeth wants a cute popcorn bucket, and we are definitely going to be doing some popcorn bucket talking today.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Nathan, how you doing, buddy? Wait. Did Elizabeth respond to herself? Oh, I bet she's talking about the background. She likes the background. She said, I want to keep popcorn bucket. I do too. Like, wait, what? It's gonna be a fun night. All right. So how are you doing, dude?
I'm good.
Yeah. Did y'all get any snow?
Got plenty of rain.
That's all we got.
Yeah, Central Alabama. It's like we didn't get any, and North Alabama got like 5-6 inches in some places. So,
explain this to me. I don't understand the weather at all.
Like, cause first off, it's not even been. It hasn't been cold enough to snow outside here yet. Now I don't know about. I mean, up there, obviously, it's supposed to be way colder. But
now, granted, we thought that a couple weeks ago too, and we were wrong. So it's weird. Elizabeth says she likes ice cream in the cold too.
Well, then people were saying it was snowing here in Tuscaloosa, and I'm like, I'm in Tuscaloosa, and I didn't see this was like when it was like a week or two ago. I was like, I haven't seen a flurry, so
Right.
it was just I had seen it had just rained at my house. I literally we had not got any, but I guess up around the lake, I guess they got some snow up that way. So which I'm about 15 minutes from the lake, so maybe that's why you can get that lake effect snow.
Yeah.
So that might have been what it was.
Yeah, Elizabeth says that they have snow up there in Philly, right? She's in Philadelphia, right? Yeah. 10 degrees going to church today. Man, no.
10 degrees. Ooh.
No, thank you. Disney Worlders is saying it rained like crazy here in Florida.
There was a tornado warning in Orange County today.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it on one of the Disney blogs. Yeah, so there was a tornado warning around not at Disney World, but in the Orange County area. So
yeah. But yeah, everybody in Orlando is going to be bundling up this week. Like highs in the 60s. Oh my goodness, how are they going to make it?
Well, it's going to be 70s half the week though. So
yeah, I mean, you were complaining too. Cause
I'm complaining because I'm not be going down there this coming weekend, and it's supposed to be like 64 for a high, and that's not. Although it's going to be a low of 22 here, so I'll trade it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, look,
I'll trade it.
64 is beautiful weather.
It's still just, I wish like 70, 75 would be a lot better for down there.
Yeah.
Just because it does, because you just get that constant breeze in the evenings down there. So it makes the evenings feel colder. Whereas up here, we'll have, it'll be cold outside, but we won't necessarily have the wind all year long like they have down there. So it's not as bad sometimes when it's cold here.
Right. All right. So let's move into this.
Jordan said his friend in Naples had a tornado pass right by his house. Wow.
Oh, wow. My goodness. Wow. Hopefully everybody's okay.
Yeah, hope everybody's good down there.
Yeah, because that's just, that's not, tornadoes are never fun. We deal with them way, way too much.
Yeah, it's a constant in Alabama. We have a 12-month tornado season, and then we're about the only place in America that has a 12-month tornado season.
So Jen's chiming in on Facebook. She says Disney cold is always colder than anything else. So she messaged me today, said that they're going down at the end of February. Did we want anything from farts or anything? I was like, is it bad that I'm still so immature that anytime I hear somebody say farts, I just can't help myself but to laugh.
Yeah, it's iFarts.
I can't help it. It's off to Never Neverland we go, because we're never going to grow up with that one. Anyways, speaking of farts, let's talk about the Figment Popcorn Bucket.
We're getting
People
right
wait,
into it.
dude. 6-7 hours. What in the world? Would you do that?
No, because like honestly, if I'm gonna be down there more than one day, it's like it's the first day of the festival. Everybody's like going crazy. Of course, you have the problem is you had the resellers and taking people with them, and this is what happens. It's been happening for forever with all this limited edition merchandise that people get hyped about. And Figment is
Mhm.
basically one of the biggest hyped characters at Disney World. I mean, it's just kind of what
Yeah.
everybody that's what everybody's excited about at Disney World. And this is probably in my opinion, it's one of the best popcorn buckets they put out in a while, in my opinion.
Where's the
And
tail? Like
he's got
that's dude. It's like this little tiny tail. Figment's got a bigger tail than that. Come on.
it's a popcorn bucket.
I mean, come on.
It's a representation. It's not
I'm-
exact. I mean, but anyway. So I mean, I knew immediately. I was like, the Figment popcorn bucket's going to be a big thing, and I was thinking like an hour wait. It's what I was in my head like. And then they show this like the video from the rope drop of people just like running down the sides of going to World Showcase. It was just nuts. And then did you see the time lapse video of the line?
Mhm.
I've never seen a line like that. Was bigger. That was like as big as like when Hagrid's opened at Universal when they had the 10-hour line for that. I
Yeah.
mean,
Jen
never
said she
seen
read
anything like
somewhere that they have about 40,000 popcorn buckets. Which I mean, come on, Disney's not going to drop something like that and not have this insane amount of stock of them.
yeah, I had read that there's enough for the whole festival. So if there's enough for the whole festival, like I know somebody went yesterday and got one, and they said the line was about an hour. So see, in one day it dropped down to an hour. Give it a few more days, it'll be a 30-minute wait, and they'll still
Look,
have plenty of popcorn buckets left.
yeah. I
But the
mean,
issue is like what I got off the track there a minute ago. The issue you have is these people. It happens with magic bands. It happens with
mhm.
a lot of the pins. People they have these limits, and there are limits. Like if I go to buy a magic band, like usually I go get one. Me and my brother both collect limited edition magic bands, and so I always will buy him one because I was out there a lot more than he is,
Mhm.
and so I would they're like, okay, the limit's two, and I'm like, well, all I need is two. And then some people be like, "Are you reselling those?" I'm like, "No, I'm getting one for me and one for my brother. I'm not one of those people that just buys them to resell them. I don't
Mhm.
really care about all that." There are people that make money off of it. I know there is guys who they pay multiple people that have annual passes to go with them to get the max amount of any of these items, and then they give them a little cutback, and then they resell this stuff on eBay and make money on it, and that's their business.
Mhm.
And Disney's just going to have to do a better job. I don't know how. Like if they can get in with eBay or something, get some people's informations and start canceling these people's annual passes. And then, they did it at Disneyland, and I think it cut down on it a lot more at Disneyland. Like I don't think it's as bad at Disneyland as it is here, but it is just a nightmare at Disney World when anything limited comes out. If you don't get there in the first week or so of certain items, you won't get one. It's just
Right.
the way it is.
Right.
And then you have to pay double the price on eBay to buy it.
Yeah. I agree. Like, here's the thing, we're talking about the resellers. As much as I want there to be a way to I didn't mean to do that. To stop this, like I don't think there's really any good way to go about it. Maybe one thing they could do is put, tag, on the tag of the popcorn bucket or whatever the merchandise is, say not for resale. And then they could go into eBay and have those things shut down. But then at the same time, what if like you have something and you don't want it anymore and you want to sell it? Then,
Yeah.
it's a tricky thing.
It is a
Annual
tricky thing.
passes
I
should
mean,
be
like,
scanned, in my opinion, to track quantities, says Jennifer Austin. And that's the thing. So they're using different people with them. So
well, and the thing is, though, is like this isn't necessarily a limited edition item. Nothing
Mhm.
about it says it's limited edition. They make thousands and tens of thousands of these popcorn buckets for all these festivals and different seasons, and that's it's not the same as like a magic band with a run of 1,000. That's like limited edition, where there's only 1,000
Right.
of those, and then people are using their annual pass holder discounts on top of that to buy them to resell them. Whereas like the Figment Popcorn Bucket, there is no discounts on them. You're buying them for full price.
Yep.
So there is a difference in that too. But no, I mean, there's something something that needs to be done. You know, I mean, maybe we need to start limiting this to one per person. I mean, just nip it in the
Well,
bud, one per person, and
or
they like to take your information down on some of this stuff like that when it starts doing things like this, or let's let's sell a lightning delayed for it.
I mean, yeah, but here's the thing: is like, so if you do the one per person limit, then you can't get that, for yourself and as a gift for somebody else. Like, there's just not a good way
Well,
of
you
doing it.
can,
I think the
you can go
best
back and
way.
buy another one later.
I think the best way, and I think this is where Elizabeth is going. She says, "Shop Disney." This is going to be the best thing for them to do when it drops in the parks. Throw it on Shop Disney. That way, Disney's getting the money. It's not an issue. Everybody who wants the bucket can go on Shop Disney, buy it at $25 instead of $1,025 that one went for on eBay. Come on, people, $1,025, Chase. That is ridiculous, and we wonder why prices keep going up at Disney. Well, there you go. I mean, we are just proving that we cannot, like Disney fans can't help yourself. You gotta have it. It's a $25 plastic bucket, people. Like, they're everywhere on eBay for $200 and up.
I mean, I want one, but I'm not paying that price. I mean,
No.
if I can't get one in person, or I can't have a friend snag me one at some point in time, I'm not gonna like lose my sleep over it. It's just a popcorn bucket, but I
Yeah.
still want one. It's just not like it's I'm not gonna die without it type thing. Some of these
Yeah.
people get in this mindset where it's like they have to have it, like
Yeah, and Mom says that people should mind their money and leave these folks hanging with them. Just, hey, you want to go buy 50 of them? Go
Yeah.
ahead. Decorate, your entire house with them because they can stay there. Jen says that, most of them are using that annual pass discount too.
Well,
it's-
not on the popcorn bucket. On other
Or-
items, yes.
Yeah. And she says, and the shoppers that are using their discounts and then also charging 20% over retail drives me up the wall. Yeah.
Well, Disney kind of did put an end to a lot of that personal shopping stuff.
Mhm.
Because they basically said people who were doing personal shopping sites, if they, I guess, caught them doing any more of that, they were going to cancel their annual passes. So a lot of those people who had personal shopping sites have shut down. But that still doesn't stop the eBay scalpers because your stuff's anonymous. Like it doesn't plaster your name
Right.
and stuff out there, so you can't just go onto an item, click the seller, and you find out where they live, like who they are. It doesn't tell you all that. So
yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Is that Disney couldn't even work out something with eBay to battle that, because when these resellers signed up for eBay, then it was with the agreement that their information was private.
yes.
And so, there's just no way Disney can get around that except to drop it on Shop Disney. Just drop it on Shop Disney. Be done with it. Or
Yeah,
hey,
just make a certain amount that you're going to stick on there, and that's
right.
and let the people have it. That and then it'll end this, like you said, that'll put some of a stop to this. The bad part is that you still have like the limited edition stuff that's only sold at the festivals or only sold at events like the 50th anniversary, at Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not in person, you can't buy that stuff because they only have like 1,000 of them, and they're not going to put 500 on Shop Disney and 500 in the park, because then it's going to be, you've got these people waiting all day for it and then they can't get it.
Yeah.
So there is some, like you said, there's like for stuff like this that's not limited edition. Hey, that's a great idea. Shop Disney is a perfect idea. For your limited edition stuff, though, you can't really do that because that doesn't give the people who are physically going to these festivals and going to these events a chance to buy it.
I get that. I get that. But you're not seeing a 6-7 hour long wait for the limited edition stuff either.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Well, you did on the 50th because it was the 50th and everybody wanted
Well, but
a
then
piece
what
of
happened
that.
with the 50th stuff? It all
Oh,
went
it
to
all.
Shop Disney.
Well, no, not all of
The
it. Like,
the stuff that they have
well,
left
no,
is
like
on.
the stuff that's not limited edition. The limited
Well,
edition
yeah.
stuff sold out that day.
Well, and that's what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
But like even the stuff that wasn't limited edition that people were freaking out about, I have to get it that day.
Oh, it's still there. I mean,
Justin Grant, what's up, buddy?
it's either on Shop Disney or you can still buy it today because they kept restocking it.
And
Yeah,
you
and that
know,
was my thing. Like I literally, because you couldn't get into any of the shops because they had virtual queues to get into the friggin' shops at Magic Kingdom that day. So
mhm,
we finally got we got our name on the virtual queue to go into one of the shops, and we got called like 7 hours later.
right.
That's
It's
nuts.
it is. Jordan says maybe they could wait 6 months after the item is purchased to be allowed to sell it on eBay. Bids are only high. Yeah, that's true. They're only high because it's the first couple of weeks. You don't have to be the first person to have it. I promise you, you don't. I mean, and I blame content creators across the all platforms for this. Got to be the first to post with my Figment bucket. Look at my
Yep.
Figment bucket. It. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's get real. All the Splash Mountain merch still be jacked up on eBay. Yeah, Justin, that's right. And from when last time we went, they didn't have any Splash merch. I'm sure they still don't.
They stopped selling it.
Which doesn't make sense. Why?
It's
Why
just it's
But-
literally, if you walk into the shop, which
it's
the
empty.
old,
It's
like
ridiculous.
the one shop, they had the other shop out front, like out front of the ride.
Yep.
That's been closed ever since before
Right.
things shut down. Yeah, and the one they have when you come off the ride, it's just generic Disney
Yeah.
merchandise in there now. So
And
the only thing I was able to get was the Splash Mountain 30th anniversary Funko Pops that they had. That was the only thing I was able to purchase.
yeah,
Everything
sorry.
else was. I just wanted a T-shirt. I just wanted to have a T-shirt for myself.
It's ridiculous. Like, hey, Disney, you want money. You want money. Put Splash merch in the darn parks, and you're going to get your money. People are going to buy the Splash
It's
merch
the
because
most
they know
popular
it's
ride
leaving.
at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, especially now. I just
Boy,
want one. I
it
hope.
kind of has always been though. I mean, really, it's
Yeah.
been the most popular ride I can think of for at least 5 years.
Disney Worlders, I just want one. I hope they are still there when I get back in a few weeks. But yeah, the popcorn buckets, they will be.
Yeah, I
They
think
They're not going anywhere, man.
wanted a Bear Rabbit plush. I kind of did want a plush too. Like, I'm not a plush person. Like, I don't go buy plushes, but I kind of did want to have just one of those. It would have been something neat to have.
Yeah. Got one of the Funkos. Want the other one, but it's $100. Says Justin. Man, see, that's ridiculous. All right, so Chase, let me ask you a would you rather. Okay, would you rather wait in line for 6 hours for your $25 Figment popcorn bucket, or would you rather buy Genie Plus and then still have to wait over an hour to ride Frozen?
I think I'll just wait for the popcorn bucket.
Which one's more of a slap in the face? Because look, I'm telling you right now,
I think I'll actually just wait for the popcorn bucket.
Frozen Ever After, the standby line was closed the other night due to the fact that the lightning lane was so full and it was an hour wait for them.
I had not heard that. Wow.
Yeah, ridiculous. I saw it on a live stream.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, thank you, JPEG.
Yeah.
Hey, in some good news, Justin says Genie Plus still has major flaws. Yeah, it's always going to. It's going to until they just change it back to the Fast Pass type, something like the Fast Pass system. It's going to have major flaws. So on to call me Mr. Standby because I'm not doing the lightning lane, right?
You can just call me Mr. Not Riding the Ride if the wait's long.
Yeah, exactly. No kidding. No freaking
I'll just
kidding.
go ride People Mover 5 times and leave the Magic Kingdom. That's what I'll do.
Yep.
Which will be fine with me because I love People Mover anyway. So
let's get some good news here. we have 3 restaurants reopening between now and the end of February.
Yeah, finally. Let me pull this up just so I can get the dates right because I had wrote this down. Because I want to have the dates for all this reopening. Is one of
While
my
you're doing that, Justin has done the Genie Plus, says won't do it again. Not worth the $15. That just tells you how bad it is. $15 isn't that much. I mean, it is once you start taking on family and all, right?
Yes.
But for one person, if you're just doing one person, $15 ain't that much, and it's not worth it. It's bad. It's bad.
All right. So the 3 restaurants that are coming back here the next several weeks: Flying Fish at Disney's Boardwalk, which has been on my list of places I wanted to try. Turf Club Bar and Grill at Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa, and Jico, the cooking place at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Will soon be reopening. Let's see the dates here. Were Flying Fish reopens on January the 27th. Says here, this is just a little info from their website. Says you can says Boardwalk is ready to welcome you back on January 26th with their signature seafood dishes. Enjoy a taste of luxury with unrivaled flavors, sustainable seafood, and steak offerings. Then it also says, after indulging in your dinner, there's no better way to conclude a trip to Flying Fish than with a sweet finish. If you love chocolate, the Cocoa Breach, accompanied with delicious vanilla custard, is the treat for you. So then the next one, it says here, Turf Club Bar and Grill. It was reopening on February the 3rd. And they have a reputation for delicious American flavors in every dish. New York cider braised mussels is one of their famous dishes. Also, they have a grilled pork chop. And then their desserts, such as the New York cheesecake. And then February 17th, Jico, the cooking place, reopens at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Says as this spot welcomes you again, try the seafood tagine filled with prawns, scallops, squid, little neck clams. This dish is a shellfish lover's dream. And for a sweet finish, the returning Kilimanjaro dessert is not just gorgeous, but delicious too. Decadent dark chocolate mousse, pistachio fancier, pink peppercorn meringue, cacao nib crunch, ras el hanout pineapples. What could be better? So I have no idea what that. They didn't have a picture of it though, which was kind of crazy. So,
Yeah,
and actually, 2 other things I wanted to add to this, just because I read this before we went on. So Cape May Cafe is on February 15th is bringing back their all you care to eat breakfast buffet.
Okay.
And then El and Compass restaurant at Yacht Club. Let's see. They are starting January 31st. El and Compass restaurant is back with some returning breakfast options and exciting new lunch offerings. So that
Nice.
I read that before we went on the air. So.
Jordan says that Flying Fish and Jico are some of his tops, actually on the top of his favorites.
Okay.
We were going to Jico. We had reservations and all, and then COVID happened, and our trip was after that, and it didn't. Yeah, it was disappointing. I was excited about Jico. I've always heard amazing things about it, and I mean, dude, it's in the Animal Kingdom Lodge, right? Like, just there you go.
Yeah, you can't.
What more do you need to know?
You can look outside. You can see giraffes, and then you
Mhm.
can eat this amazing food. And in my opinion, it's in the top 3 hotels at Disney World as far as how nice it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is great. All right. So before we move on, I want to go ahead and play this. So Pete McDevitt over on the Pete McDevitt Show on YouTube. If you don't know him, you should know him. He does Disney every Wednesday night, Friday night, and Sunday night, and pretty much anytime he's not doing Disney, he is doing sports. Right now, the NFL playoffs are going on. He has some and you've heard me talk about Pete McDevitt because I've talked about the fantasy league that I should have won. Dadgummit. But anyways, he is doing some blocks. So what's happened is his son's Little League team has been invited to the World Series to be able to play in front of a bunch of college coaches and everything, and they are needing to raise money. So this is all going to his son's team, to help them raise money and be able to go to Omaha. I want to play this real quick.
Hey, if you're a fan of the NFL and you want to have fun during the Super Bowl and the AFC and NFC championship games, well, participate in our fundraising event, the Super Bowl pool blocks. We have blocks available, limited in number. They're going quick. All 3 games are available. It's a fundraising event, big payouts on all 4 quarters. Different numbers for every quarter. It's all online. We'd love for you to be in. Reach out to me on email or social media to participate in our Super Bowl block pools and the AFC NFC games as well.
I have got my block. They're I think $25 a piece. Like you said, big payouts. You can find him on any social medias, Pete McDevitt or the Pete McDevitt Show, or you can email him peter.mcdevitt24@gmail. Again, that's peter.mcdevitt24@gmail. I love Pete. Want to definitely help his son's team be able to make that dream come true. Disney Worlders says, I know Pete and have been on his show a few times. He considers me a creator. That's awesome. Jordan, Pete's great. Yeah, Pete's awesome, dude. I love Pete. All right. So we got that. I wanted to do that before the end. That way more people are more likely to hear and see that. Again, that's peter.mcdevitt24@gmail.com if you want to get in on that. Should be a lot of fun. And it's all online. So there's 100% transparency. So he's really good about that. All right, moving along. Chapek's company-wide memo. He lined out 3 things: storytelling excellence, innovation, and hold on, I got to get ready for this one.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Relentless focus on our audience. Come on, man. Come on. Bob, let's have a talk.
So, I mean, yeah, they've been great at telling stories over the years, but I feel like their storytelling has kind of gone downhill. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of goes hand in hand with innovation. And this is why I say that. Look at the newest rides. Okay. And I we talked about this before. I watched that Poseidon Entertainment video on like the fall of Disney and the rise of Universal. And this has got a lot to do with that. Disney's last several rides all had screen-based portions, and they're all trackless dark rides, basically. That's been their last several rides, and it's and we've seen there's issues with this technology. The rides go down countless times a day, and when those systems go down because of all the interleaking, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, everything goes together. Their vehicles have to be reset, and they have to reset the whole ride before they can restart it again. Whereas you have the old dark ride systems with the Omnimover stuff, those rides very rarely go down. Yeah. When they do, it's normally when they stop. 9 times out of 10, it's to let someone get off because they can't get on the moving walkway.
Right.
That's mainly you'll stop so they can somebody can walk off the ride. The ride starts back up, and those things don't break down. And it's a proven technology. And when they're trying to be innovative, they're really not being innovative. They're just being lazy, in my opinion. Screen-based rides are lazy. I mean, I can throw a projector screen up right here and put a moving chair right there and call it a thrill ride or a theme ride, theme park ride.
Yep.
And then Universal, who had done this for years, is now getting back away from that and going to more physical sets on their attractions now and going with animatronics again. So they're pumping more money into creating a quality product, and Disney's not really doing that.
Yeah.
And Jordan lays it out there. Ratatouille sucks. I mean,
yeah. And Elizabeth says, you assume Disney cares about the consumer. They just want to sell their junk. They could care less.
Yeah, they don't care about the consumer anymore. They're really the main focus is they're pushing Disney Plus because it makes a lot of money.
And listen, so storytelling excellence. And look, what we've got to remember is that these 3 pillars to success are not just just channeled towards the parks. This is for the entire Walt Disney Company. Right. So we have to remember that storytelling excellence. I gotta say, dude, like the movies have been killing it lately. Like Encanto, God, such a great freaking movie. I don't care
It's
what you
alright.
say. You're crazy.
It's
Crazy.
alright.
Crazy. But it's amazing. So he says that he is establishing a new standing monthly meeting with the senior creative leaders to discuss the opportunities we face as a storytelling enterprise. This will encourage collaboration, sharing of best practices, and stimulate cross-studio ideation. Bob, please stay out of that. Just stay out
Yeah,
of it.
we see what happens when
things
Bob
are-
gets involved. It's called harmonious and enchantment.
I think things are going pretty well right now as far as storytelling goes. Okay, just stay out of it. Second is innovation. Since Steamboat Willie, we have been the world's foremost innovative storytellers. That must continue as technology evolves, giving our creative teams new canvases like the metaverse on which to paint. The metaverse is coming to Disney. We should be especially innovative as we seek to bring stories to life in new ways, particularly if they enhance what many call our franchise ecosystem, which is one of the things that sets us apart. And third, relentless focus on our audience. We are a big company with many constituents and stakeholders, all of whom, and stakeholders, who have a place in our decision making. But at the end of the day, our most important guide, our North Star, is the consumer. Oh, Elizabeth, he's talking to you right here. Sorry, lost my voice. Right now, their behavior tells us in our industry that the way they want to experience entertainment is changing and changing fast thanks to technology and the pandemic. We must evolve with our audience, not work against them. And so we will put them at the center of every decision we make. Bob, let me tell you something. We did not want to evolve from happily ever after. Like he does he know anything that's going on, Chase? Does he get anything?
The only thing he gets is dollar signs.
I mean, like, we've got to evolve with what is the consumer base evolving? What are we asking for?
I mean, the majority of what I hear people asking for are better rides and experiences, and
Are
less.
we?
I mean,
Let me ask you that. Are we asking for better rides and experiences? Let me ask you a quick question. Great movie ride or Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway?
great movie ride.
Okay. Splash Mountain or what's supposed to be Princess and the Frog that has been silent. But, I mean, everybody.
Splash Mountain.
So, what are we wanting? We're getting Tron, we're getting Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, I think people want new rides without retheming everything we have.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, let's use some common sense here. There's only so much land.
They have plenty of land.
Yeah, but still, dude, imagine making those parks a lot bigger.
I mean, it's not a lot bigger. I mean, you're only wanting to. Yeah, perfect example. Great movie ride was 20 minutes, and Mickey Minnie's is not even 5 minutes long.
Got to move people through. I mean, look, with Hollywood Studios, I mean, being so attractive to guests right now, you've got to be able to move people through. I will say that. It's one of the busier parks now. It's my top part. So got to move them. Imagine if that ride was 20 minutes long. Think about what the line would be.
Yeah, but you had pre-shows like that took up time before you loaded in. It wasn't just you walked in and you got on the ride. Because think about it,
That was the sound that she made last week that I hadn't heard before. That's only the second time I've heard that sound. So while he's checking on the pups, I get what you're saying about the pre-show and everything. Jordan says Animal Kingdom has a lot of room. As Chase always says, it's a half-day park. I strongly disagree with the fact that Animal Kingdom is a half-day park. I strongly disagree. But that's a conversation for another time. Everything good?
Is a half-day park. Yeah,
No,
they're
it's not.
fine. I think they're just playing. Who knows? They're fine.
Yeah. We can talk about that more later. Anyways, yeah. Look,
Oh, no, I'm just saying it's a half day park because I get it done I'm done with that park by noon.
Come on, dude.
I mean, I rode everything and I'm done by noon.
You're missing some. Ride wise, yes, it's a half day park. I agree with that. Okay, ride wise, yes, but
I go on the trails and stuff too. Like I'm done. Like I don't mess around when I go.
There's so much to see and just chill and observe. Dude, Animal Kingdom's. Come on.
Oh, I know there's
All right,
lots to
anyways.
observe, but of course you're talking to a person who's been a lot. So I've sat around in the park and done nothing for lots of times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
And that's the part that never gets old to me, though.
yeah, of course. I mean, now I mean, it needs another land.
Okay, look, we will. I've got a point. Jordan says he's going to keep his mouth shut. Jordan, remind me when we finish talking about Chapek's memo that I want to talk about Dino Land for a second. All right, so his memo, he missed the mark overall, I think. He's trying to say these three things, which honestly, I mean, those Walt's things, right? Like that's always been the Walt Disney Company thing: storytelling, innovation, and the consumer. Like that's always been what Walt focused on.
Right.
Unfortunately, we're just taking it the wrong way now. Or Chapek is, and I don't like the look of it.
Yeah.
What's your overall thoughts on the memo, real quick?
I think he was just trying to basically take some flack off himself.
And he failed. Everybody's hating on him about this.
Oh yeah.
Still.
I mean, because if the customer was the focus, then you wouldn't be literally raising the prices on every single thing in the matter of he like basically did a Thanos snap and he raised the prices across the board, everything at Disney property.
Oh gosh.
Like it's literally in a year's time.
Did you see where all the snacks went up?
All the snacks went up. Pricing at all the restaurants went up. Cokes went up.
So
alcohol went up. All that went up. Room prices went up again. Annual passes skyrocketed this last year, like $300. And then not including, and then they don't even include what they used to include. Then you have to pay extra $100 for photo pass, extra $100 for water parks, which not all the annual passes came with water parks, but still, so they're $200 on top of your already. What my annual pass cost me $1,200, and it used to cost me $800.
Right.
And that's without the stuff it included before.
And they cut the portions on the food and all for our
Well, I don't know that they necessarily have cut them yet. That is on the table as an option.
There have been things cut.
There's definitely been portion sizes cut for sure. I know. Like I mean, honestly, what you pay for at most of the restaurants is you're paying for a lot, and you're not full when you're done eating. I mean, it's true.
Yeah, Mom says it right there. People have been crazy about the portions and the quality of food recently. And this thing, like they're cutting the portions on the food for our waistline. And they're jacking the prices up on the same food for our wallet line. They want to help shrink that as well. They're just trying to help us out all the way around. And
oh yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. Ultimately, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make us lose weight. That way they're not using as much diesel and all in the buses and trams.
The buses don't run on diesel.
Do they not?
No, I think they're natural gas.
Okay. Well, okay, so they're not using as much natural gas. Whatever.
And Disney
don't go getting technical.
Well, and Disney makes enough solar power that they actually run they run a whole park off of just solar, basically.
Yeah, I know. That is impressive. Yeah. That is impressive. All right, so what was it that Dino Land. Okay, so Dino Land sucks.
Well, yeah, now it's now we're what was the ride that shut down? Now I can't think of the name of it.
Oh my gosh, it just left me too.
All I can think of is the nickname I gave for it.
It was not Triceratops Spin.
No, it's
Hurl, Primeval Whirl.
Primeval Hurl. That's all
I could think of was Hurl.
Primeval Hurl. Yeah. So I was like, "What's the name of the ride?" Yeah. So that's been turned into a sitting area. Hey, the background.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it's been turned into a sitting area now.
Kind of. Three picnic tables, 2 umbrellas, and some fans.
Yeah.
Ooh, big money. Prime something world. Carl, what's up, Carl? He says, I can assure you I'm not a part of the Figment problem.
He only bought 2. So
Oh boy. Disney Worlders, what's so stupid is they make fatty foods and then they say we need to cut portions. Yeah. Yeah. So Dino Land, let's get rid of it. Disney owns the rights to 20th Century Fox. Make it an easy read theme. Go Ice Age.
I see. So I think it should be Indiana Jones themed. But you can keep the Dino theme. Make it Indiana Jones kind of a theme going on there. Where you could be
So
have a dinosaur dig area, kind of where the play area is. You could have
thank you, Carl.
if you want to retheme dinosaur to the Indy ride out on the West Coast, you can, or you can just update it, make it a different ride using this ride system that's already in place, and then put some other big ride in.
I don't know, man. Disneyland's not going to let go of Indy, and
They don't have to let go of Indy. They can
right,
just
but
share it.
yeah, look, we don't need to just have everything on both coasts. I like
No, I'm
having
not
things
saying have
different.
everything. It's not going
I
to.
know.
They don't have an Indiana Jones land. They have a ride.
Well,
And
yeah,
I'm not saying make this ride exactly like that one. It can still be Indiana Jones, but it could be a different theme.
I'm just thinking Ice Age would be cool. Come on. You don't see Ice Age being cool?
I mean, I just don't see
Ice Age is perfect for all generations.
Yeah, but I don't see it fitting in an Animal Kingdom.
What if Dino Land fits in Animal Kingdom? How does Ice Age not?
It's more. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see it. I mean, it's just basically I don't know. I just don't. I think Indiana Jones would be a better fit in the sense of archaeology, animals, dinosaurs.
Carl says Dino Land to transform into Zootopia. Yeah, I mean everybody says that. So that's
So supposedly, the area that the little train goes to back there,
Rafiki's
where
planet.
So there's a lot more land back there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the theory is that they said that the extra land back there, off of where the animal stuff is, could be turned into Zootopia.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see that happening. Disney's just look. They're not looking at adding anything to the parks right now.
See,
honestly.
they should have done the Beastly Kingdom.
They should have done the Beastly Kingdom. I agree. They missed out. They messed up. But what do you do? It's done. Pandora is a cool land, though. I do enjoy Pandora. It's a fun land to go hang out.
Luckily, I think if Joe Rohde had not have been in charge when they built Pandora wouldn't be as nice as it was as it is.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Joe Rohde is the only reason Animal Kingdom is what it is.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't been for him, then it would be another zoo. So no, we are forever grateful for Joe Rohde. I just wish that last week it was Jameson coming in here throwing things in the garbage can, being all loud and all. Now it's Sarah this week. My goodness, I can't get nothing done around here. No, without Joe Rohde, dude, it would be a disaster of a park. It really would. I wish he would come back to Disney, but that's not going to happen until Chapek's gone and they can have their creativity back as Imagineers.
I mean, I don't think he would come back anyway. I think he'd be just done with them.
I don't know, man. If they got their creativity back as Imagineers, I mean, that's why he left.
Can't stare at Joe Rohde's ear. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so used to it because I've seen it for so many years. It's just
yeah. And for those of you who don't know, Joe Rohde has a lot of heavy earrings,
interesting piercing thing going on.
Yeah. But look, he's an interesting guy, right? So why not go ahead and have something interesting going on with the ears?
Yeah.
All right. So Boba Fett. We got to talk about Boba Fett. We got to talk about it every week. Dude, what were your thoughts about this last episode?
See, I didn't mind it. See, and this is the only thing I didn't like about it was the stupid speeder bike chase scene.
You mean, it looked like a couple of,
It looked
you
like
know,
something out of Back to the Future 2 when they go into the future. It looked like something from that almost. Did it not?
yeah, for sure. Chase, you got a bot coming into yours.
Oh my goodness, dude. It's like
Yeah.
every freaking week now.
But yeah, so
Hey, if any of my mods are on my channel, y'all could just delete that guy off of there.
I think I got him. I don't know if it
I
lets
can
me
get it.
him
I
on
mean,
my end.
I just got to get it pulled up.
So yeah, look, I like it. I feel like this one was it missed the mark for me though. All right, so the biker
So,
gang,
see, I enjoy the fact that they're like showing the more human side of um
Boba Fett. I mean, but come on, dude. Like there's not supposed to. I'm not going to kill anybody. Like, come on, dude. Like you was about to take Han, Luke, Leia, all from us. You was about to put them all in the Sarlacc pit. You had your lasso, which we have not seen, around Luke, and was about to drag him into the Sarlacc pit. And then you accidentally got knocked in. Like, come on. You don't want to kill or hurt anybody. Dude, Boba Fett was always like, I mean, he worked for Darth Vader. You know, he's a bad guy.
but
We
I
need to
see
see that evilness.
but I think the fact of him helping Din Djarin with Grogu kind of helped, and also his time with the Sand People helped change his look at things.
Yeah, I still feel like we need some evil Boba.
I don't think. I don't think it's. I think we're still going to have some like kind of nefarious Boba stuff coming up. We still got
Yeah.
4 more episodes, so there's still plenty of time to, see some other stuff.
Yeah, maybe so. I mean, look, this biker gang, they didn't fit on Tatooine at all to me.
And I
I
didn't
get-
think so
I
either.
got a serious 50s primetime vibe from their scooters.
I
The
said
high speed chase.
Back to the Future 2. That was like a Back to the
Yeah.
Future 2, like 2015 stuff.
Yeah. The high speed chase. Dude, come on, dude. Like that was like, a few grandmas running around Hollywood studios in their EVCs trying to catch a kid.
If they had been on if they had been on some Empire speeder bikes, now that would have been I think it would have been overall better chase scene.
Right. Disney World says he wants to see Boba ride the Rancor. I agree. I wonder if it's going to happen. I don't trust the Hutts at all. A peace offering, come on, dude. That's a Trojan horse if I've ever seen one. And then at the end, the trainer, I forget his name, sitting there
Danny
pegging, going,
Trejo.
"Yeah, don't worry, he'll be back." Like, come on. Boba is at Rancor's dinner. Or supposed to be.
No, because he said that. So the Rancor had the blinders on, and they imprint on the first person that they see, and so he took it off, and Boba was in front of him, so Boba imprinted on him.
Okay, that's great. So what about the trainer then? Why is he all calm with the trainer?
Because the trainers raised him from a baby.
So then Boba wasn't the first one he see.
Well, I don't know.
That's where it's all confusing, right? Like it doesn't make sense.
I mean,
that's where they messed up the story. So this is a Trojan horse.
We'll see.
For sure.
No, I don't know.
It is. So. Come on, dude. It's a Trojan horse.
I don't know.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. You trust the Hutts. The Hutts gonna give him a Rancor. Come on.
I think maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll see Boba team up with Black Chrysanthemum and go after the Hutts later.
I do see that coming, and also that was an extremely weird scene. Like you're free to go, and he just runs off screen. Like, where are you going? Where are you in such a hurry to run off to?
Running town, I guess.
And that's another thing. Why did he come in there with just those taser knuckles?
Yeah, Worsley, because he has
He-
like a big he has so in the comics he has a bow staff like kind of like Chewbacca's.
Well, the first time we saw him, he had a gun.
Yeah, he had that big gun. Yeah, why did he?
I'm-
I don't know.
I mean, you know, that
Yeah.
was a weak fight scene to me. I mean, it had its moments, but overall, it was weak. So
I will say that like the second episode so far has been the best one.
yes, I agree. I agree 100%. 100%. I agree. They've got some work to do, and also I felt.
But
I,
they've also approved the second season, correct?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they've already approved the second season. So I think we're gonna, there's gonna be more going on in the, in Boba's world.
Yeah, so Disney Worlders brings up a good thing. We may see the Tuscans united and help Boba.
Well,
So
all of those Tuscans basically died.
not all of them. Not all of them. They didn't show the woman,
That's true.
so she's still out there somewhere. So that's going to be interesting to see where they go with that. So I see her coming back. I see Black Chrysanthemum coming back. I think they're all going to team up with Boba at some point. I was talking to Sebastian about it. He brought up a really cool point. Gosh, I can't remember her name. So, anyways, there's been hints that we might get to see Han Solo in this show. And my gosh, Chase again. So yeah, we might get to see Han Solo pop up in this show. And how cool would it be? Because there's only going to be one person that he brought up that the Hutts would actually be afraid of, and I can't remember her name. But it was his love interest in Solo.
Oh gosh, what's her name?
I don't remember, but he brought that up, and I was like, man, that would be solid. That could happen. So we might see her come in. That might be who the Hutts are afraid of. It's going to be interesting. Now they're on me. Now they're on me.
Oh, they're on yours?
Yeah. Man, the bots are strong tonight. What is going on?
The force is strong with the bots.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, anyways, I do want to see what's going to happen. But look, a lot of people in the Star Wars community are saying that the show's too Disney-fied right now. You know, like, come on, Black Chrysanthemum, he could have ripped those the biker gang apart limb by limb, and he didn't. He was just throwing people, just throwing them, he could have ripped them apart. A lot of missed opportunities, and I agree with them. I feel like this has gotten too Disney-fied.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see where we go from here. Also very Spy Kiddish this episode, which, of course, the director of this one also directed Spy Kids, which is why you had so many Spy Kids actors. My goodness. Thank you for the engagement. Please go away.
This is nuts, man.
It is.
What the heck?
What is going on here? I don't get it. It is nuts.
That was on yours again, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was. So, man, good times. Good times. All right. So, you got anything else on Boba?
No, I'm just like I said, I'm looking forward to some more action. There's not been like okay, we got the backstory stuff, and we've caught up. The backstory is caught up.
Mhm.
We're now like there's no need for any more backstory at this point. So now let's get into some more action. Something going on, something with the Pikes, some kind of action. I want to see Slave One, even though Disney doesn't call it that. It's just Boba Fett's ship now.
Right.
But I want to see some kind of action now. Let's kind of get the show moving a little bit, And what would be what would be a really cool cameo if you hadn't thought about it yet.
What's that?
If you have Luke, it'd be a cool cameo.
I wonder. I had wondered if that's going to happen. A Luke and Grogu cameo could happen. I don't know though. Be interesting. I think I'm more excited now though about the Obi-Wan series. Now that they've brought in the Black Chrysanthemum, we know that Obi-Wan and the Black Chrysanthemum have a past based on the comics, from what I've heard, because I have not read the comics. But
You said
I,
Obi-Wan?
yeah,
Obi-Wan's dead at this point.
I know. I'm talking about the Obi-Wan series.
Oh, in the series. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm still on Boba Fett in my head. So
Yeah, no, I was saying like I think I'm more excited about Obi-Wan now than I am. For
yes,
the rest of the series.
there is a great battle between Black Chrysanthemum and Obi-Wan in the comics.
I wonder if that battle will be Disney-fied. Still, the Slave One to me says Disney Worlders. I don't give a dang what Disney thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Good times. All right. So I think we've got Star Wars covered. You got anything else? We do have some news that you found some extra news you wanted to talk about before we do that.
Just a few things. Well, go ahead.
Okay. Before we do that, I want to talk about this new thing that I've been kind of playing with and all. I'm going to start doing it, and I'm kind of excited. It's going to be fun. It's just for fun. So on Monday and Tuesday mornings, there's this app called Station Head. And I want to wake up Disney. That's what the show is going to be called. It's going to be a live radio show. I want to be able to play Disney music, like soundtracks from the movies, the parks, whatever you want, as long as it's on Apple Music. Go ahead.
Let me ask you about that. Do you have to pay royalties to be able to do this show?
No, so it is going to be. It's linked through Apple Music or Spotify.
Okay.
So so the artists are getting the credit for the streams. So that's how they're able to do it. So it's really fantastic. So it's, again, like I said, Station Head. Go ahead and go find me. Wake Up Disney. Just type it in. When you type it in on Station Head, you're going to type it in all in one word. I've done a pretty cool logo for it. I think I really dig the logo that I did. But yeah, I'm excited. It's just going to be, like I said, for fun. Do like a little 7-day outlook on weather for both Disney World, Disneyland. Talk about some, a few news things, some funny things.
Disney traffic report.
Disney traffic reports. We'll throw it in there. Let's do it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, going to be playing music and just having a good time for hour and a half, 2 hours or so every Monday, Tuesday morning, just to help get your week started off. All right, so go ahead, Chase, with the other news that you had for us. I'm just trying to keep an eye, make sure we don't have any more friends pop in.
Yeah. So this week, Olaf returned for his character sighting at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So at these character sightings, there are no PhotoPass photographers. So if you want a photo with the character, you can do photo with a character. Either somebody in your party uses the phone, takes a picture, or you can take a selfie with your cell phone.
And that's also at a distance.
At a distance.
Yeah, this is the sightings. So this is like Winnie the Pooh with his butterfly net out in the field. This is not.
This is not you giving Mickey Mouse a hug or you giving Olaf a hug.
This is not the Instagram reel that I posted. I think it was last week of the Phoenix.
It's actually, I mean, even like Universal's gone back to in-person meet and greets. So, but now Universal did bring their masks back for Christmas, and they have not taken them away yet. Strange thing is, SeaWorld and Busch Gardens still never went back to them. They haven't changed their rules. So,
I think Universal is getting a little more business than what they might have expected. Look, Universal's been blowing up right now, and I can't believe we forgot to talk about this. But earlier, when we was talking about Figment Popcorn Bucket, Universal, wow, you folks must really like your popcorn.
Yeah, Universal definitely had the trouble, and said, and then they came back and said, "Oh, and the wait at Velocicoaster is only 35 minutes right now." Well, obviously, Universal, there was a lot more people at EPCOT than there was at Universal that day.
Yeah.
So also, next thing I got here, for fans of the Santa Claus movie series, Tim Allen is returning as Santa Claus in a new Disney Plus series, The Santa Claus. I'm not sure if that's the title, if it's going to be The Santa Claus or it's going to have a different name. But
we know it's coming.
just preliminary stuff that's kind of fresh news. We don't know anything about it, but we do know that it's coming. So that's good to hear. I mean,
Yeah.
I've enjoyed those, and I actually am surprised that they're bringing him back, but yet he didn't get to voice Buzz Lightyear in the new Lightyear movie.
Well, I'm not excited about that movie for one. It's not based
Well, I know
on the
it's not.
toy
It's
Buzz
it's not based on a
Lightyear.
toy. It's based on the real
Real
person the
person.
toy is based off of. I know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I've, normally the people, normally when you do like marketing and you do products for movies, the people who voice the characters in the movie voice the characters in, or voice the toys. That's just
Yeah.
normally how that works. So,
Yeah. Well,
anyway,
welcome to Shake Take Disney.
yeah. So this week, Festival of the Arts started on Friday. A couple
iFarts.
of iFarts. A couple of things from Festival of the Arts. So there is a new Points of Light show at EPCOT, or at Spaceship Earth, and it's the Rainbow Connection from the Muppet Show. So they do a short little show, and they do a little light show, and it's the song, Rainbow Connection. And so that's a really cool little show. I watched a stream of it the other night. It's really nice. It's just about 5 minutes long, but that is new for Festival of the Arts also because James loves Encanto so much. Encanto has its own outdoor kitchen at Festival of the Arts. So there's one of the outdoor kitchen food booths for Festival of the Arts this year has a complete Encanto theme, and the food is themed around Encanto.
And do you get a meal that can heal?
I don't know about that. Probably not. I don't think they figured that technology out yet.
Disney World says at least Disney had a character of their own. People love they can't say that. I hate Universal. Yeah.
Another piece of EPCOT news. This is not for Festival of the Arts actually, but just announced that Garden Rocks is returning. The Garden Rocks Festival Series is returning for Flower and Garden Festival this year at EPCOT with
Nice.
actual real bands you've heard of before, and not the cover bands from the Orlando area.
That's
so.
Awesome. But hey, look, I love local music too, though. I mean, I thought it was really cool that they did that.
Hey, that was cool that those bands got a lot of exposure, and I'm sure it helped them out a ton. But me too, Jordan. I wish it was Food Rocks. I loved Food Rocks, man. That was a great attraction. But yeah, no, I'm glad that's coming back because that's that will be a big. I mean, that'll be a big money maker there because you'll actually have people buying the dining packages again for the festival. So that'll be a big money maker for them there. So they'll get their money somehow,
Yeah.
And then one last piece of news that I had, and it's not Disney related. We have talked about Universal a couple times tonight, but a large family from London sneaked into Universal Orlando. The family was then it was 3 kids, then it was a lady with a stroller, and then it was a lady in a red dress, and then another child. And all of these people somehow, I don't know how they did it at Universal, because Universal, they literally have like little individual turnstiles, and you have to scan your tickets, and if you have annual pass, then you have to scan your fingerprint like at Disney. So I don't know how they got past those people, because at the exits they have an exit turnstile, one that rotates only in one direction to exit the park.
Okay.
I don't know how they snuck past, but anyway, it says that they were able to pull the video footage. Found the people at security. Found the people on the security cameras. They found the 3 kids outside of a Velocicoaster. Took them into custody or whatever. They found the other people. And the funny thing is that the mom with the stroller claimed that she didn't even bring her kids to the park, that she was at a party, and that somebody else brought her kids to the park. So she got charged with felony theft because it was over $1,000. All the kids and adults all got trespassed from Universal.
But she didn't actually steal anything.
She did. She didn't pay for any of their tickets to get in.
But she didn't steal it.
But it's over $1,000.
She didn't take it into her possession.
Don't matter. The same thing
It's a
happened.
joke, man. It's a joke.
I know, but it's the same thing happened to that guy who snuck over the berm at Magic Kingdom. You remember last year?
Yeah.
And like he came in behind Tony's Town Square and he changed clothes and all that. Yeah, same thing happened with that guy. They don't take it kindly when you don't pay to get in.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting stuff. I don't know why you even think to try to do that.
I mean that with like there's cameras. These people just don't get that there's cameras everywhere. Like
Yeah, they don't
understand how-
like. Yeah. I mean, like at Disney, it is like they see everything.
they literally they don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing that they don't see.
Yeah, that's why when like if you go and you complain on cast member at guest services, they'll be like, okay, let me go to the back and talk to my manager or something. And what they're doing is they're pulling tape. And, they see everything. So yeah, have fun.
Yep, outside of you using the bathroom, they see it all.
Yeah, yep. And unless you're
they might even see you do that. We don't know.
Yeah, depending on where you do it. Things get crazy at Epcot.
Hey, things get crazy at Animal Kingdom in those lines sometimes. People just letting their kids go to the bathroom in the bushes.
Yeah.
Flight of Passage. It's happened more than once.
Really? Dude,
yeah.
So what was it? Oh, man.
Navi River, too. It's happened at Navi River.
I can't remember when it was. Anyways, we met my dad at Texas Roadhouse. And Phoenix had said, Dad, I need to go to the bathroom. We were already done eating. We were outside just talking. It's like, okay, buddy, hold on. I'll take you in just a second. 5 seconds later, my aunt goes, oh, my goodness. Phoenix is just being in the middle of the parking lot.
How old was he at this time?
5.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's a 5-year-old,
Welcome to Alabama.
That's anywhere. No, because these people that I'm talking about that at like at Animal Kingdom, they were from overseas. They were from overseas.
Yeah.
They were from another country, and they were going to the bathroom. Or this dad was letting this kid go to the bathroom and just like stand there, pull his pants down, and go to the bathroom in the bushes, like the line for either Flight of Passage or Navi River.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, I wanted to touch base on this again, the Wake Up Disney, the radio show that I'm wanting to do. I'm thinking about just because, we talked about doing a rebrand for here on YouTube and the podcast. I'm thinking about just making that the rebrand, Wake Up Disney. You're going to wake up with us on Monday and Tuesday mornings. You wake up with our podcast on Monday mornings. And sometimes Disney needs to wake up. So, a little double-edged meeting there, but I love it. So I think we might do that rebrand. We'll start slowly working that in. So you hear Mousers or Magic or Wake Up Disney, just get ready because it's going to turn into Wake Up Disney before long. Rebrands are scary, but that's what we're looking at. So
it can be scary. Yep.
Yeah. So you got anything else, brother?
I think it covers everything for this week. I'm sure I'll be able to talk about my experience in the Pop Eats line next week on the show.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. You got to post a bunch of pictures of your Figment Popcorn Bucket.
Yeah, I'll post like 27 pictures of my Figment bucket.
So, yeah, got to get the Figment bucket. It's gonna be too late, man. It's not even.
No,
people aren't even going to know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they won't even be into it anymore. They'll be on the next thing by then.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, "What's a Figment Popcorn Bucket?" I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, I've never even heard of a Figment. Who's that?
Oh boy. So yeah, have fun this weekend, dude.
Appreciate it.
It'll be a lot of fun. I'll be in your carry-on bag. Wow, that'd be a big carry-on bag.
I could check you.
Yeah. Whoa. We're gonna end it right there.
So our journey comes to an end, but yours continues on. Grab hold of your dreams and make them come true. For you are the key to unlocking your own magic. Now go, let your dreams guide you. Reach out and find your happily ever after.